There you go.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Simon?
Yes, sir. Simon Baksys with Neil TSB. How are you
Nice
today?
to meet you. Good. Have a seat.
Thank
Sit
you.
down. I'm Nicky Garza.
Okay, nice to meet you. May I set my stuff down?
Yeah, absolutely. Sit down, relax, enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Here's my business card, by the way, so you have my
Thanks,
contact
Simon.
information.
I didn't bring any with me to Orlando, but I would have given you one, but I'll give you my contact information after we meet.
Okay, I'll just write it down then.
Perfect.
All right. So let me just kind of get situated
Yeah,
here.
no problem.
Okay. Set that over here. So, the reason I'm here today is because, as you know, Raphael insisted that we meet, and he referred me to you, and just kind of he wanted to see if we're on the same page and all that. So, how long have you known Raphael?
Oh, wow, a few years now. Yeah, we worked together at the resort for a while, so. Good guy. Nice guy.
Absolutely. He sounded like it. I didn't talk to him too much, but he sounded like a
Yeah,
very
he's a
nice
good
guy.
guy. Passionate about it, passionate about his business, the resort, so.
Okay. Now, did you meet him through the business, or did you know him personally?
No, mutual
before?
friends, yeah.
Mutual friends?
Yeah, in the business, yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been in the business?
Oh, wow, for years. We got into the salon kind of spa business for a while and brought our services over to Cuba, so
Okay.
challenging situation sometimes, but it
Yeah.
works for us.
Okay. So is that what you kind of saw yourself doing when you were young, or?
No.
No?
You know, nobody ever knows when you're young. You're an
Absolutely.
astronaut, right? Scientist, fireman, policeman, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How do you like Orlando, by the way?
It's great, busy,
Absolutely.
a lot of traffic, right?
Yep. Very
Jeez.
touristy.
Yeah.
Especially the Disney side of
A
town.
lot of stuff to do though.
There is. If you want to find out more, like places to go, places to eat, we can talk after the meeting. I'll write some places
Yeah,
down.
that'd be great,
that you
man. I
can visit.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, well, no problem. So what I kind of like to do with our time today, we have 20 minutes, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So in those 20 minutes, I kind of like to ask you a couple questions and then give you a little overview of us. And then if everything kind of seems like a good fit and we're on the same page, we can potentially talk about the next step. Does that
Sure.
sound good?
Yeah, sure. We'll talk through it.
All right, sounds good. Now, do you mind if I take some notes while I ask some questions?
Oh, absolutely not. Go ahead.
Perfect. All right. So first off, I know Mr. Soltero, Raphael, mentioned that you guys are looking for a cloud-based system. Is that
We
right?
are, yeah. We're trying to see if it'll work at the resort and if it works for us.
Okay. So now, what kind of system do you use currently?
We do everything in-house manually.
In-house manually.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that just all paper and pencil?
Mostly paper and pencil, a couple of basic software systems, Excel and calendars, you know, and Outlook, but nothing integrated.
Okay. Now, how is that working out for you?
Pretty good. I mean, we've been, you know, running the business that for a while on that, maintaining as best we can. We have some issues and inventory control issues, but overall, it works.
Okay. So, have you had any troubles with data loss, or maybe is it a necessity for you to have remote access to the information?
Not so much data loss as much as efficiencies, right? I don't think who knows if we're, you know, cancellations, why we're losing them, what the guest profile is, what seasonality yields. I mean, we kind of know, you know, back of the napkin math, but, you know, stuff like that.
So kind of what I'm hearing is you need more organization, basically, not as much as everything being in the cloud, but more of just everything being in one where you can kind of find everything easily and manage it more easily.
Yeah, I think you need a little bit of both, right? I think you need easy access and storage and business intelligence as well, too, right? How to kind of grow the business, run the business, and develop the business.
Okay. Let's write that down. So, how much time do you tend to spend on all of that data managing?
Well,
And who does that?
yeah, so I don't do that, so one of our support person does, and that's their full-time job.
Okay.
So 35, 40 hours a week.
Oh, wow, okay. And what is that worth to you as a manager, considering what they're doing?
Oh, it's critical, right? It's kind of the cornerstone and the framework of what we do every day. They manage the appointments for us, scheduling. So yeah, it's absolutely essential to what we do every day.
And what is their time worth per hour, let's say?
Oh, I don't even know. Who knows? I have to quantify it for you, add it all up and see.
Okay. So if I could maybe show you a way on how to save time on that and be less stressful for that person that works 40 hours a week just doing that, is that something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, I think, ultimately I wouldn't want to just get a system to make somebody's work less stressful. I think we'd want to get a system to help grow the business and stabilize the business and be more intuitive about our business, but also as a kind of a byproduct of that is make somebody's life a little bit less stressful.
Okay. All right. So we got kind of that point down. Now, what about inventory? How do you guys manage inventory?
Same person, same support person. We just track it manually and see what we're running low on in the order, and try to get a real good gauge of what products are moving and what's a guest favorite, or what's hot at the moment, or what's flying off the shelves and what's not, and try to be a little bit more nimble about that.
Mm-hmm. And how is that working out for you?
It's okay. I mean, probably not as efficient as we need to be, but again, back to it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a basic platform.
Okay. Now, is it a critical issue for you guys or not really?
It's an additional revenue stream, right? So I mean, I think it'd be critical for us to see if we could become better at doing that, or if we have the right products. I mean, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So absolutely, so being more efficient.
Yeah, for sure.
More bottom line for you guys. That's what matters. Okay, I see. Absolutely. Now, do you have any problems with losing like inventory going to waste or product going to waste at all, or none of that?
Yeah, I think we kind of like we just said a few minutes ago, sometimes we order stuff that doesn't sell and then it sits there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta either as a loss or reduce the price on it and hope to break even or take a minimal loss on it.
Now, do you by any chance know how much that costs you about every month or so? Or
Couldn't even guess.
Couldn't even guess. Okay. But definitely there is some wasted product.
I don't know if it's wasted, I think it's just dormant.
Okay.
Right? It's just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably got more dust on it than it does fingerprints from people looking at it.
Okay. I hear that. So, if we could potentially help you improve the inventory control and management of it and just being much more efficient with it, was that something that you would be interested in?
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Absolutely?
Yeah.
Okay. We can definitely talk about that a little as well. Now, how do you go about appointment scheduling?
That's that support person, right?
So same person.
Somebody
again.
calls up, they come to the resort, they may see a flyer, they may see an advertisement for the spa, they may be in the elevator and see an advertisement for the spa or check in. So they'll call the number and the appointment setter will be there and she'll take the appointment and book it.
Okay, and it's all written down, right? Okay.
Yep.
Now, do you have any troubles with customers not showing up or missed appointments?
Yeah,
at
every
all?
once in a while, for sure, yeah. Yeah, they get busy, had a rough night the night before, maybe have a late lunch, fall asleep, wake up, want to go to the beach, they go on an excursion, they want to go explore, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't often have time to get in contact with them or they call them in the room, which doesn't work sometimes, so.
Okay. Now, do you know about how many of those you have a month, let's say?
Probably 10-15%.
10-15%, okay. Now, the market average for a customer visit is about $65 per customer. Does that sound about right with your?
We're about 85. We're a little more expensive. We're on an island, so we're running about $85 per customer's average spend on the spa. So it depends, and sometimes they visit twice during the week. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, you said do you know how much revenue you guys do about in a year?
Oh, I'd have to pull the books and look at it. I don't know. It's not substantial, not in the millions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, as far as I know, the average about in the industry is about 250,000.
Yeah, we're probably in the 300,000-400,000 range.
300-400. Okay. So, since you said you have about 10 to 15 customers not showing up, and
10-15%.
10-15% of customers.
It can vary, right? So in a week, if we have 100 customers, and it's about 10 or 15. If we have 50, it's 5 or 7.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, if you do, let's say, 400,000 in revenue, even 10% of that, $40,000 a year, can go to waste. Is that correct? just
Yeah, of
because the
course.
customers don't show up.
Yeah, that's just flatlining sales, right? So if we increase sales another 10%, it's a 15 to 20% margin.
So if I could show you a way to decrease that no-show rate from 15% to maybe about 2 to 4%, is that something that you guys would be interested in?
Yeah, I think that's one facet of what we're looking to do. I mean, there's a lot of different benefits we're looking for out of the system.
Okay, absolutely. All right. So now, how about credit card processing? Do you guys process credit cards?
We do.
Okay, and
Yeah,
how
we do.
and how do you handle
Just a
that?
basic merchant ID and platform, card machine.
Now, do you know your transaction fees?
2%?
2%? Okay.
Depends on the card.
And is that something that you guys are looking to improve, or are you
The
happy?
fee or the process?
I guess a little bit of both.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to negotiate the fees if it's possible, and the process, I mean, it works. It's just not the imprint anymore, right? We're sliding to get the electronic data, so if we had a way to kind of reconcile and real-time tally that'd be great.
Okay, absolutely, I understand that. So would that be something that you guys want to? Is that something that you guys are looking to improve, or is that something that you? It would be nice to improve.
So again, I think if we're going to spend money on a system that's going to do one thing for us, we want to see a system that's kind of multi-platformed, right? That kind of makes us efficient holistically.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Now, kind of another topic that I wanted to get into. How do you guys go about performance reports of your employees?
So we kind of look at who's got the most requests for bookings. We keep a manual log of that, right, based on the appointment setter sheet we use. And then we really look at revenue performance, and then who's got the highest tip average or revenue, et cetera.
Okay.
Again, basic data management, but nothing sexy or really overwhelming to look at.
Okay. And have you had any trouble with managing that, or have you wanted to improve it to
Not
maybe?
really.
No. Okay.
Not really.
So you would say you're happy with the current reporting system?
Yeah, so I mean, I think that again, like it's the basic. It's like if you're gonna get a Cadillac, right? You're gonna add all the bells and whistles on it, or you're gonna get like the basic model, right? So we have like the really basic model.
Okay.
So we're just looking for something that adds a little bit more bells and whistles and gives us a little bit more creativity and innovation in our business.
Okay. All right. Yes, I definitely understand that. So now, I think I kind of got a general consensus of where you kind of could probably improve. Is there anything else that you see being an issue that you would want to improve on?
So we're really leery about a cloud-based server because we know that there's the connectivity to the server in the cloud. So it's that's a challenge for us with internet issues in Cuba. Cuba doesn't notoriously have the best internet connection provider. So we're nervous about that, which leads us to be concerned about security from our client, right? The credit card processing, which you mentioned earlier. Just personal information. Those are the big ones, really, when we think about it. And also, managing it. So those are the key concerns, and then the additional concerns would be credit card processing, managing the inventory, setting appointments, being a more dynamic tool for us to use for appointments and follow-ups and pre-booking and post-booking, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, as far as what you mentioned with the internet connection not being good, the power of our system is what's really cool with being cloud-based. Even if you, let's say, lose connectivity for an hour, right? Everything that was there stays there, and nothing. So you don't lose anything. You know what I mean? So you don't incur any data loss or anything just because you lost connectivity for an hour, let's say, if that were to happen. So does that kind of address that concern, or you kind of?
Yeah, we probably do kind of look through it. And is anyone using it now on the island, or do you have anyone that you deal with now? Or
in Cuba?
Yeah.
In Cuba, no, but we do have someone using it in Puerto Rico. It's called a shop called Blind Barber, and they do use it. I mean, granted, Puerto Rico is.
Yeah, they're probably got more bandwidth, right? So.
Yeah, they are a subsidiary of the United States, but So no one in Cuba, but that's also because of the relation between the U.S. and Cuba.
Yeah.
Cuba is just now coming in, so.
So maybe a
before-
test and adjust period for us. We'll have to look at that
Yeah.
as a potential solution.
But we definitely, if that concerns you, they definitely haven't had any problems with anyone, losing data or having problems with connectivity, even if they don't have the best
Yeah.
internet. So all our other customers are happy with the services.
Okay.
Now, security-wise, there's nothing to worry about there. We do a very good job with security. But so let me kind of recap on what you said. You said that appointment scheduling is big for you guys, correct?
Yep.
So we integrate a completely a very nice system. I could show you a demo in the next meeting if you'd like. But you can schedule everything online. The customers can schedule online, and it's very easy to manage. Everything is just on the computer. You can do it by tablet as well. So it makes the process very simple. No paper, no books. Everything is easy to find. As far as inventory control goes, we are very good with that. We manage it really well, and everything again is all in one thing. So it's very easy to find. You open up a tablet, you look at inventory, you have what you need, what needs to be ordered. Everything is managed automatically.
Okay.
So you're never short. You never have product sitting because it looks at the patterns in your previous history. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, good. As far as the credit card processing, we do partner with Chase. To do credit card processing, we offer a 1.9% rate. So you said you have two, so the rate itself on the transaction fee is only 0.1 less on our end.
Mm-hmm.
But we do offer very, very advanced processing and very nice and new terminals. You can place one right there.
Secure as well too. Yeah.
Very, very secure. And Chase protects all
Guaranteed,
liability
yeah.
and everything. So if you have any problems, they reimburse you right away. Which is
Okay.
that's the key in the partnership with Chase.
Okay.
Okay. And then yeah, so we have this very, very interesting system, and I would love to, I think we need a little more time to show you and whoever else wants to see it, kind of how it works on the demo and everything. But does that all kind of sound good to you? Is that something that
Yeah, I mean, it sounds
you want to
interesting. It sounds like
implement?
something kind of what we're looking for. So.
Okay. So you seem interested. I think that's what Mr. Saltera wanted to see is if you're interested.
Yeah, I
then
guess
he-
my purpose of being in Orlando, right? Is to
Right.
shop it. So.
Absolutely. So I think if you're interested, he could be interested as well. So what do you think if we set an appointment with Mr. Saltera and have another meeting, maybe do the demo as well, and kind of get more into it to see how you guys actually feel about the system hands-on?
Yeah, that's probably the best next step. I think we're going to want to kind of walk through the system, see all the bells and whistles, and then really see how it integrates into our business plan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd love to set that up. That'd be great.
Great. That is great to hear. Now, what does Mr. Saltera's availability look like, and yours as well, obviously?
Well, I'll have him call you. I got your card. So
Okay.
it's probably going to be a week from now when I get back, and then we'll probably set something up where you can either come fly down there or he'll fly up here, and we'll come back and look at the demo here and look at the client using it and kind of walk through it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem coming to you guys if you want. I can also bring another one of my team members.
Sure.
And we can put not only you and Mr. Saltero on hands-on, but the actual people that are going to be using it in the
Yeah, I'd
salon.
love to get some user interface there and see
Mhm.
how how the change manager is going to be on that. So that'd be great.
Okay, absolutely. So I can expect a call from you in about a week,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
If I don't hear from
I
you,
think you'll hear from us sooner than that, but we'll try to meet next week.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So I'll start looking at flights to
Alright.
Cuba. I've never been there before, so it'll be interesting to
Bring some shorts too.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you very much for seeing me again. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Appreciate it, Simon. Thanks a lot, man.
Alright, no
Thank
problem.
you.
Have a good one, and let me know.